Are you a anime fan? Do you like to watch anime every day? Most of the people around me who are in my age proximity, they love watching every day. And sadly, they do it every single day. Sadly, they don't realize it, but it is a thing that keeps them mediocre, poor, and average. Let me explain. Firstly, time. I have not known a single person that watches anime healthily. They'll watch it for 2-3 hours and then they'll go on to read some useless things like manga. The thing is, you can tell a lot about the person's true self and their beliefs and their ideologies by absorbing what they're watching, what they're playing, what they're doing. Thing with anime is that it's made to be addictive. It's made to be watched for hours on end. It's made in such a way that people are drawn to it, people are addicted to it. And why do I say that? I'll give you an example. So in ancient Rome, during the Flavian dynasty, what happened was that the government was really corrupt. The government wasted taxpayers' money. They had homicides and stuff. They murdered people and all sorts of things that happens. So what happened was that the youth started protesting. The young people, they started protesting against it, and that was creating some problems for the government. So what they did was build colosseums, and they organized plays. They organized erotic events. They organized dances. They organized even sort of sets and music and everything. They did all these things. They had plays, they had erotic events, they had animals sort of versus humans fights and everything to entertain the people. Do you see a pattern here? Exactly. The youth, that is the most important generation for any country or the world in general, they are distracted and they don't even know it. They think they are being entertained. But the thing is, the concentrated power that the top 0.001% has, they're using it to control the youth, the 99% of the youth. Because it also makes sure that the youth stays miserable, poor, and average, because that is how they are going to be dependent on them, on the top 0.001%. Secondly, what I have noticed is that it acts as a funnel. I don't want to generalize here, but what I personally noticed is that the people who watch anime, they also play a lot of video games. They also watch a lot of degenerate stuff online. Now, it might not be true for everyone, but I have noticed that people around me who watch a lot of anime, they have these similar sort of behavioral patterns. The reason behind this is that once you do a bad thing, the other bad thing doesn't seem as bad. Like for example, let's say you haven't eaten anything sugary in a while, and your mother makes you eat a donut. So you eat the chocolate donut. But the thing is, after you eat the chocolate donut, you're more likely to eat another chocolate cupcake or pastry. Whereas if you hadn't eaten that chocolate donut, you would be very less likely to eat that chocolate pastry, because it doesn't seem as bad after you have eaten the chocolate donut. This is what happens with everything. This is what happens with any bad habit. Third thing is disconnect. When you're spending most of your time going to a place that is conditioning you to be mediocre, average, and poor, that is teaching you nothing useful, everything is useless and bullshit, you're going there spending most of your time, and then you come back home and spend rest of your time watching some degenerate stuff online, some Japanese cartoon that makes no little sense. How are you going to be in sync with yourself? How are you going to be in sync with nature? How are you going to be in sync with the universe? And then what happens is that people grow up and then they complain that they haven't gotten what they want. And this is what is happening with the older Gen Z or younger millennials. They are not getting what they want because, well, they have spent their time watching anime or playing video games, and then they blame the universe. Like, how do you expect to get things from the universe if you're not in sync with the universe? You have to be in sync with yourself. You have to be in sync with your thoughts. You have to be in sync with the nature. What you give energy and time to, that thing grows. So give energy to your thoughts. Give energy to nature. Give energy to solitude. Like, just sit alone with your own thoughts in a room. Notice your thoughts. Plan your life. Do things that are conducive for your future, for your success. Stop watching anime and read some good books. Go for walks. Meditate. Wake up early in the morning and just watch the sunrise. Watch the sunset. You'll have different realizations. You'll think things that you have never thought. Get away from unproductive screen time. Spend time alone with your own thoughts in solitude. And with that being said, I'll see you soon.